trend trade. Yeah, exactly. Not enough important liquidity has been taken for me to get in on with the short. That's why I'm just trying to stick to the trend. We only filled that highest bearish 5-minute fair value gap. Once we filled that in and London opened up, we started to disrespect bullish inefficiencies, flipping into inversion fair value gaps, closing below them, retracing. But every time we retraced, we basically kept holding resistance on these inversions and the volume imbalance right here. Just based on that, from that narrative, be looking for the first short-term low to be targeted of our 2 a.m. range. If we measure from the 2 a.m. low, that's our hourly candle low, to the high, 50% is coming in right here of that hourly candle, 62% just below the short-term low, and if we measure it from the consolidation low, we have the 50% just right here. So that would be something I'm looking forward to. If we fail to hold these inefficiencies, well, then I would look for further sell side, taking it one tick at a time. We take out the low and open up with a bullish volume imbalance now. Let's check out the 15-minute. So a 15-minute bullish. We've been on a steady trend all morning, trying to connect closing prices. We have a nice trend line here on the 15. Yeah, the green green Bitcoin and the green proof that Energy Web token is working on. It's only the tip of the iceberg that they're producing, or one of their projects. They have many projects that actually get incorporated with real world companies, but it takes much longer for those things to be set up. I would hang on, just want to watch the chart. If you head over to Twitter, yesterday I watched their 2023 recap. Oh, come on. Now I'm locked out again. I'm going to send it to you on my phone over to Discord. Was a really good video. Energy Web token. go. Copy link, and now we put it over to Discord. Now, not me. It's yeah, Energy Web Token that did this live stream. Recapping 2023, looking forward into 2024. Omar, let's see if I have you in my. It's one of my friends. Yeah, there we go. A good watch. See what Energy Web is working on and stuff like that. Ah, come on. Join stage, share screen. There we are again. I've sent you the link, Omar. Alright, let's see how we close here. Like I said, on the 15-minute, that's going to decide where we close also on the 15-minute. And I like that. If we were to overtake this volume imbalance, I'm going to enter long again. You also see some bullish momentum here on NQ. But we have to close it in nicely and ideally open up with a volume imbalance, something like that. Showing signs that we want to continue now for the next 15-minute cycle into buy side. $30 seconds to go. Really good video. I didn't expect much, but Jesse Morris is their CTO or CEO. They're a non-profit organization, so yeah, just understanding what's going on with the project, what they have been working on, their milestones of 2023, what they're looking forward to work on during 2024, and all types of stuff. Still not. Still rejected one more time of this volume imbalance right here. So still sitting on my hands. 1 second, I'm just replying to someone on WhatsApp. I was still consolidating. I read your message, Omar, that we have these 3 equal highs. We've been bumping into this volume imbalance. Once I see the close above, I'm in long, for sure. But as long as we're consolidating, I don't feel the need of looking for a direction. EU kept on selling off. The DXY is still pushing to the upside. In the meantime, NQ and ES are consolidating. Slash retracing a little bit. Let's wait and see. Ja, ich verstehe schon, was du meinst. Auch vor allem, dass die Ware 3 Jahre alt ist und damit an Wert verliert. Aber sowas ist denen da fuck egal. Da war vor mir einer da hat die Tochter irgendwas aus China bestellt, irgendwelche Weihnachtsgeschenke. Und das war originale Ware, also es wurde nicht reklamiert oder so vom Zoll. Aber pass auf, es hat keinen gejuckt, wie viel die da in China bezahlt hat. Der Typ hat dann, oder der Zollbeamte, der hat dann auf Amazon oder halt in seiner Google Research die Wertsachen rausgesucht. Okay, hier haben wir eine Jacke von bla bla bla, Canada Goose, und die kostet in Deutschland oder halt in Europa so und so viel. Und guckt dann auch, also wenn ein Discount drauf ist, ist es auch egal. Die gucken immer nach dem Originalpreis, rechnen dann alles aufeinander und so musst du dann deine Steuern wieder bezahlen. Also es ist egal, was du im Ausland da gemacht hast oder für wie viel du einkauft hast, juckt die im Endeffekt nicht. Die gucken dann, wenn sie das nicht mögen, der hatte ja auch eine Rechnung, wie viel die im Ausland bezahlt hat. Aber das juckt zwar nicht. Zumindest bei dem Typ, der vor mir dran war. Die gucken nach, ja, wie viel das hier in Deutschland wert ist im Endeffekt. Hey, finde ich auch behindert, aber deswegen habe ich mir auch gedacht, ja, das ist es nicht wert. Dann schicke ich denen meine Rechnung, dann sollen sie nachschauen, wie viel Wert da drin ist, bevor sie noch meinen Originalpreis nachschauen, weil ich habe es ja für 50% günstiger bekommen. Und ja, dann entweder zahle ich das halt oder, mein Gott, ganz ehrlich, langsam schon auch echt keinen Bock mehr, dass ich überhaupt hier Dinge wieder da habe. Da behalte ich lieber die 300 Euro und ja, dann schreibe ich die ganze Geschichte halt ab als, ja, hat nicht funktioniert. Das Geld muss ich halt wieder reinholen. Fertig aus. Ende der Geschichte. Ja. Oder ich gebe denen halt meine Rechnung und zahle die 300 Euro. Leicht und locker 300 Euro. Ja, das fuckt schon ab. Aber ja, deine Idee, die wird schon funktionieren. Aber habe ich halt Angst, dass. Was heißt Angst? Der Typ vor mir, da war das halt genau so, dass die Tochter halt was im Internet bestellt hat, irgendwo aus dem Ausland, hat den nicht gejuckt, ob das sie nur 50 Euro oder 150 Euro bezahlt hat. Die haben nach dem Warenwert in Deutschland geschaut. Alright, I'm back. Or I would scale out of the position, like yesterday, depending on how much profit. If I'm up above 250, I might just call it because then I'm up grand for the week. Can't really complain about that. Fridays for me are typically not about making the majority of my profits, at least right now, and especially if I don't see a A++ setup. So if we get in above this volume imbalance, 2.5 points, yeah, I would be looking at least for 4790 as my buy side target. Roughly measuring out this retracement, previous day's high, that would be my preferred target here in the ES. The question is if we're gonna deliver into that during, yeah, the London kill zone. Definitely, yeah. Not too much risk. I'm not looking forward to risk more than $200 today. Preferably less. So quick to exit my positions as well, cutting risk. Let's see, let's wait and be patient. It's usually the best thing to do. Tap the volume imbalance again, and all those equal highs that you mentioned. Alright, let's see if we can get a nice and decent close above here. I would also count a new volume imbalance overtaking that. What I don't want to see is a rejection like we saw last 3 times we ran into this area during the last 30 seconds of the 5-minute candle. On a 15-minute time frame, okay, we need one more 5-minute candle for that to close. Let's watch and see. We're also starting to see some momentum on NQ again after retracing into these inefficiencies. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bullish volume imbalance. Perfect, just like we anticipated. So we overtook this volume imbalance right here, leaving behind new bullish signs. I'm in on long again. Let me actually draw up the volume imbalances so I can get rid of those 2 lines. Volume imbalance and a new volume imbalance. Let's see if we can get some expansion now. We tapped or filled in this volume imbalance. I'd prefer it to remain open, otherwise I'm gonna take off some risk. So if we close back below 50% here, closing back below this bullish, old bearish volume imbalance here, then I'm out of the trade. Right now I'm in. Spread got me here on my CFD account. Yeah, spread hit me, but that's okay. So my rough entry right here with, okay, on the CFD chart we're already above, so let's just take that and follow it. Yeah, this volume imbalance, the reason why I entered, would be my invalidation, and then just following price with new discounts being left behind. Potentially a new bullish value gap right here. Let's watch and see how the 15-minute time frame is going to close, because that's also closing in 3 minutes. Mm, 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 mm. 1.5 minutes to go. My entry with spread, well, that's difficult to say because we're already above this high on my CFD chart here with funding pips. So we already broke that high on the SPX 500 chart that I'm looking at. So to put it in relation, I'd say one right here and the other one down lower right at this opening. So right around here would be my 2 entry positions. But on the CFD chart, we were already above this. Not as precise as usual. If we enter place a limit order right here and it just ticks us and gets us filled. But even if I do market orders on a, for example, with Take Profit Trader, usually what happens is, all right, so now we have a bullish value gap here on the 5. I like that. You usually also get a little bit of spread and slippage. All right, we open up a fake gap to the downside. Let's see, new 15-minute candle. Closed nicely. Invalidation for me now would be this bullish value gap. I'm placing my stop loss a little bit below this low right here. Now we're inside that fair value gap. That's where we could add another position. I added another position inside this fair value gap. Where would be that next buy side target? Let me go to the 15-minute here. And I'm doing ordered on my phone, so it's rather tricky. I'm just gonna manage it manually. 5-minute time frame. Did we actually take that high on my CFD chart? Yeah, we did. On my CFD chart, looking at it right now, comparing it to the futures chart, we already wicked and we are now looking at a bullish candle. Interesting to see that difference. I wish I could share that with you. So on the CFD chart, we're already right up here. But yeah. Four, 7, 8, 8. Yeah, that would be the first target really. So now we filled in the entire inefficiency. Let's see if we're forming a top formation here with a M pattern. disrespecting bullish fair value gaps. In that case, I would exit my position. Right now I want to see support here. Thirty seconds to go. Let's see where this candle is going to close. Also follow it on my CFD chart. If both close below the fair value gap. $20 seconds to go. Looks like we're gonna close below, but let's give it a chance. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, let's start closing. Not what we wanted to see. Therefore, we're gonna exit these. Could still bounce off here, of course, but well, not respecting bullish order flow, closing below our volume imbalances and all that stuff. It's just not worth it to me to stay in this trade. And like the last couple of days, during the London session, all we did was consolidate without really going anywhere. Or at least not respecting our value gaps, and then still continuing into our anticipated direction, which is really just super annoying. Here on NQ we saw it kept on respecting. Now we're back inside the fair value gap. Let's see if we use it as support or if we actually reject from here. Just tricky if our range is super small. But it doesn't mean we can't re-enter. Then it would just be a, how do we call it, a shitty price delivery. But right now, after seeing this close, I don't have to wait, because most of the times we're gonna continue lower to hunt stops. But if we immediately close back above, yeah, I would be willing to enter again one more time. And if we then actually head lower, well, then I'm simply out. Calling it a session. It's also, look at that. You see that? A new hourly candle right here, 4 a.m. So if we go to the hourly time frame, that's a new, that has been a new hourly candle, and that's usually when we start to see, price not really respecting our areas perfectly, because there's more new higher time frame momentum involved. We have a 1 hour bullish fair value gap starting right here, so we want to keep track of that. Would make sense for us to go below the slow now with a 1 hour fair value gap below. NQ still respecting the fair value gap. Break in structure, bullish fair value gap, pushing away from it. But because ES has been in a much smaller range, we just didn't really see it deliver the way we wanted to see. 1 more minute to go. Let's see how we close here. Keep in mind, new hourly candle. Small range, plenty of fair value gaps. 1 hour fair value gap below us, short-term lows below us. You want to see nice bullish confirmation that we actually want to continue higher, like we see on NQ basically. It's looking really nice, overtaking that bearish candle. Let's see if we get the immediate close back above this inversion fair value gap at the moment. We immediately close back above. NQ opening up with a volume imbalance. I'm in with a small position on a long again. And I've been long twice already within this little chop. That's normally what we see if, yeah, there's just not enough momentum or volume. Well, don't want to say not enough. Consolidations happen sometimes during London. This week has been very unfortunate. Let's see, so we're long again, entry right here. NQ took the high. Let's see if ES can follow. And during more favorable price action, yeah, we would have simply not closed below our bullish fair value gap, kept holding it, and then we would be in profit now, not having taken that initial loss. But that's what it is like sometimes, unfortunately. Especially if we consolidate and go sideways. Let's see, 1.5 minutes to go. All right. Let's see how we close. All right, on my CFD chart, we're really expanding. We're almost at the PM session high already, which I think is funny with the futures chart lagging behind so much. Maybe I can, I don't know. Good question. Why that would be the case. I'm in profit. Right now I'm $100 in profit. Made back that drawdown. NQ closed above the high. Yes, it's still holding back. Not a lot. My entry came in right around here, which is roughly 1.5 points on the CFD chart. No, not yet. I'm following what I see on the futures chart, not what I see on the CFD chart. Didn't hit buy side yet actually on the CFD chart either. Might be an early indication of what's going to happen. I don't know. Interesting to see though. 15-minute. Going to close in 13 minutes. Nice pin bar here to the upside. Be surprised if we don't continue, at least also on the futures contract, into PM buy side. Yes. Otherwise I would have my MT5 chart open and follow that. We'll see if it makes sense to do it this way. That's my 6th trading day doing it exactly like this, so not a master at it yet. Maybe it makes more sense to simply stick to my CFD chart, even if it's different prices, different fair value gaps and all that stuff, but eventually I'm going to be trading futures again and yeah, executing the same trades on my CFD accounts. So yeah, I want to really stick to the futures here. Let's watch down closing candles here, because they would act as support. And Q keeps on pushing. In terms of targets, entry right here. 5 points would be the SPY side, 7 points would be right up here. And Q keeps on pushing. But yes, it's just not showing that willingness to push. Come on, yes. There we go. We took that buy side finally. See if we can get some expansion. Pretty sure I'm human. Interesting. No worries. Just keeping an eye on things here, since we cleared that buy side now. London session sucks. Or like, yeah, really boring this week. That looks cool. I'm looking to move away from Ledger because they've been hacked so many times now. With the most recent one, it's bullshit. I don't feel safe with it, so I'm looking for, yeah, potential alternatives. Sick of it. If you don't know, one Ledger hack. The latest crypto exploit affecting security firm Ledger, and that's just not a good sign. Like, they're supposed to be saved there and nothing else. So multi-Ethereum based applications including Zapper, SushiSwap, Phantom, Balancer, and Revoke Cash were compromised early Thursday due to a Ledger security breach. Ledger, the Paris-based crypto hardware wallet, said it fixed the malicious code as of 13:35. The company also warned users to clear sign transactions, a way to ensure blah blah blah. Had been lost 150. Okay, that's not too bad, but still, they're putting it into the code. Come on, Google, don't leave me. CEO and Chairman Pascal Gauthier says the company is working with law enforcement to find this bad actor and bring them to justice. He said the hack of Ledger's JavaScript connector library was an isolated incident and promised stronger security control. Exploit ran for less than 2 hours and was deactivated within 40 minutes of discovery. The standard practice at Ledger is that no single person can deploy code without review by multiple parties. We have strong access controls. This is the case in 99% of our internal systems, and any employee who leaves the company has their access revoked from every Ledger system. Head back to ES here quickly. We closed above our 5-minute bearish fair value gap. No SMT divergence whatsoever. No new fair value gaps to look at either. So nothing changed here really. Still looking for higher prices now that we got our first confirmed close above our highest 5-minute bearish fair value gap. By one tick, now we're starting to retrace into this overall inversion area, but we're not moving anywhere. We're not going anywhere. Yeah, if you do nothing with your ledger, they are safe. If you connect it to dApps and like do DeFi stuff with your ledger, that's where it would become risky. Revoke cash, liquidity, vote Gora. I haven't been affected. Block native, CK email. CK proof of humanity. Yield protocol, bread chain, scope lift, CK prover. No. Nothing I'm interacting with anyway, but still sucks. Another pin bar right here on the 15. We see all those wicks to the downside and no wicks to the upside. Be surprised if we won't make it to take out this buy side. Check the 1-minute time frame. No fair value gaps that we can really use here, so we just stick to the 5. bearish volume imbalance. I like that one because it's actually air gapped, meaning you can only interact with it using QR codes and stuff like that without hooking it up to Bluetooth like you would with a ledger and stuff like that. It's touch, that's cool. 24 and 25th, sign what you see, Horo Safe, Horo Smart Wallet. Yeah, I might wanna code wallet. But they don't support as many tokens or tokens. Let's see, Energy Web token won't be part of it anyway, but oh, it does. But on the ERC20 network. Polkadot HRC20. What's HRC20? Might get one of those for Christmas. On Harmony. That's weird. We'll see. But as long as it's laying around in my drawer and not actively using it, I think I shouldn't have any issues with it. I'm not doing my DeFi stuff and all sorts of things with the ledger, so should be fine. NQ starting to retrace, a little bit more aggressive. Yes, because it hasn't been moving basically at all, unless you catch it really at the low. That would have been, yeah, almost 5 points. Gonna stay in the long until I see reasons to believe why I shouldn't trust long anymore. But 15-minute time frame, 1 hour time frame, volume imbalance here on the 1 hour time frame, PM buy side right up here. Well, regarding that, London sessions haven't been the best sessions. I'm just gonna see how I go. We'll see how price wants to move. Have a good weekend, Volker. London sessions suck. But as of right now, I'm still in the trade, still on long, looking for at least PM buy side to be hit. Now that we have this highest 5-minute bearish fair value gap right here as potential support. Yeah, not a bad idea, Omar. It's really, really, really slow. What's the time right now? It's 4:30. I'm gonna stick around till 5. So yeah, take care. Bye, Omar. Also gonna end the live stream then.